Huh?
Let's dive into the wonderland of culinary tourism, committed by fast food war criminals over at Facebook. Yeah, that same ancient boomer heaven where your uncle still blows his profile pictures once per week. The epicenter of gastronomic horror is none other than America's cooking pages. Like BuzzFeed Food and its band of cheese-obsessed lunatics, their cooking boils down to frying food, adding 50 tons of cheese before frying everything again.
Yo, we got a burger with cheese on it. Oh my god! Wow!
They say you are what you eat, and indeed, we have to cat a cat. A cat! Let's kick things off with this one fever dream of a recipe. I swear, I can't decide if it belongs in a kitchen or a museum of tragic food fail.
Let's go!
Some genius takes a Coke bottle, shoves it down like he's training for a beer drinking event, and then stabs it with straws to create some sort of Zelda Mark Totten. So far, this isn't a recipe. It's a do-it-yourself project from Seven Circle of Hell. And of course, grab a glass of a same diameter into the tail and you're screwed. You have to balance this monstrosity on the glass with a precision for a brain surgeon because one wrong move and boom, disaster! The whole thing is going to tumble like your hopes and dreams. But hey, with enough willpower and the right alignment of our planets, maybe, just maybe, you will put it off. Next up, melting ice cream, because when you buy ice cream, the first thing you think is, I wish this was a lukewarm pot of sadness. Damn. He pours this ice cream soup regret into this plastic octopus and accompanies it with cake so dry it's practically suicide. Dipping it in a melted soup is a joke, like trying to hydrate a rock. So what else can you do with this prehistoric potion except summoning the devil?
Sniper Wolf.
Drinking it out of eggshells because nothing says health and safety like sucking out of germ-riddled calcium containers. It's like licking a donut for fun. Let's not forget the perfectly chosen soundtrack that rapes your brain cells. We knew this was a recreation for space cake, and with just one bite, you'd be tripping straight into Wonderland. It's like they designed the whole experience being a loud sensory attack. Now, brace yourself for the next atomic cholesterol bomb. Picture an ice cream tray but filled with butter because, apparently, Americans believe they have universal healthcare and a get-out-of-hell disease required. These creatures literally panic when they get a call from the hospital saying that their kid broke a toe for emitting Paul disclaimerless anthem at new bureaucracy records, which is understandable because deep down, they know that we'd have to sell over a vehicle to pay the bill. Anyway, they add fried onions or jam of these white weapons. Top chefs must be swilling envy at this sophisticated gastronomic marvel. Naturally, this masterpiece is frozen until solid, dipped in batter of ice cream tradition, and gets fried because, yeah, we're conservative and shall not deceive our ancestors, or more like, we're Americans and we don't know how to cook.
Oh merde! Oh, c'est con ça!
Seriously, there are quicker ways to die than morbid obesity. Shooting yourself in the head would be simpler because ending up decomposing your couch with bed sores and having a limb amputated every quarter due to cholesterol and diabetes is not the most pleasant death. Honestly, what's the plan? To end up like a force feed used to make foie gras? This one is a Mount Everest of culinary shame. The piece of resistance is a Snickers bar or with a calorie bomb, but not for Americans. They don't see things the same way. Sometimes I wonder if fat prevents the transmission of information between neurons.
One eternity later.
Shut the fuck up!
They grab a knife and start making little incisions to stuff it with bacon.
What?
Yeah, bacon. This is total incorporation. It's like watching a bad car accident. You can't look away, even though you know it's about to get worse. After a bacon surgery performed by a drunken clown, it's a classical dip in thick butter and fry. My god. Americans could probably eat shit or a grandma's corpse as long as it goes through the batter and frying step. And as if it wasn't enough to make a quick living, they added powdered sugar and chocolate to this abomination. Dude, one bite into this fat sugar gangbang and your liver will leap out of your body in protest. Yeah, you're not dreaming. A hollowed out pickle stuffed with string cheese. You don't need to have an IQ of 800 to see where this train wreck is headed.
Why are you crying?
You also have a crown jewel of digestive disasters that could give you lifelong diarrhea. Spaghetti wraps. Right from the start, they use result not to make you hungry, but more like a serial killer warning his victim in advance that he's going to kill them.
I'll look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
That's exactly what they do. They batch your food with the car precision of Hannibal Lecter in the kitchen, even if points like doctors will vomit and see the corpse. They even have audacity to share a recipe on their website, in case you want to assassinate your dinner guests slowly and horribly after they've been emptied out for several days in their toilets. The British, for example, have never thought of doing this, which is normal by the way, because 70 IQ points separate them from the Americans. After that, the chef, if you call him that, bothers to roll his pasta in plastic for the little culinary presentation, because nothing says gourmet like potential plastic poisoning. Then he rolls his cursed conjuring talisman on it and shows it in the fridge for 30 minutes. Choosing your food crimes apparently makes them less offensive, and if it wasn't American enough, they fry the whole mess. The next challenger is a Super Mario Bros. House built out of sausages. First off, you might as well enroll in engineering school because you will need a PhD just to keep these greasy walls from crumbling. You know you're in deep when you need court castle trophies just to level up to a food master. And let's talk about the fortifications of this bad boy. This sausage fortress is fortified like it's preparing for sausage siege. It looks more secure than my ad blocker. I wouldn't be surprised if the next step involves adding Titan figurines and bombarding it with rockets. Next thing you know, they add a layer of suspicious American ketchup. Probably a mix of 80% sugar and 20% regret. But wait, there's more! They basically bury the fries in what can only be described as a graveyard of identity. This is honestly the most respectful thing they could do at this point, to spare the fries from further shame. They then proceed to paint the entire mess with the same ketchup like modern artists. As if drowning it in sauces wasn't enough, they toss in 2 extra bowls, you know, just in case you think this culinary crime scene is dry, which by the way is wetter than the Titanic's final voyage. Oh my god. One bite and you're either going to Flavor Town or straight to the ER. This final video sounds more like a Dare and Delicacy. It's like getting a cavity just by watching it. So picture it. A Bertrand Rampkin wrapped in a pizza dough to resemble a volcano because who doesn't want the dessert to erupt with regret? And those American kinders around the edges, more like a sacrificial offering to the sugar gods, except they forgot the chocolate part, leaving us with a mouthful of sweet disappointment. Then they commit the ultimate sin, a pot of chocolate poured liberally like they're trying to drown their sorrows in hazelnut-flavored despair. Inside, outside, on the walls, on the stairs, on your bed, just everywhere because moderation is for quitters, right?
No.
Seriously, reminds me of that one Kitchen Nightmare episode where the dude literally thought that chocolate and pizza could coexist peacefully. Though, to be honest, it looks like some dog shit that Nico Cado avocado will want to eat. This type of BS is exactly why Johnny Doodoo died. Yeah. Johnny, yes papa, freaking died of diabetes. It would be too naive to think that he disappeared due to the algorithm. These chefs,
Well, excuse me, princess.
these humans barely touch a stove, preferring to summon their creations from the depths of industrial pre-packaged purgatory. It's like they're playing a game of how much can we spend without actually cooking. And they're winning, but at what cost?
Oh my god!
Let's talk a economics. You need a second mortgage just to fund one of your ingredient lists. It's not just expensive. It's a financial black hole that swallows your paycheck faster than you can say overdraft fees. And taste. Forget about it. You might as well lick the inside of a cardboard box. Health-wise, it's a death wish disguised as a meal. The recipes come with a side of eternal starvation and you're sitting out for a one-way ticket to the ER. For real, we're in dire need of a crusade, not against dragons or heretics, but against overpriced and underwhelming meals that insult both our taste buds and wallets. I'm not even joking. We're knee-deep in the wasteland of tasteless extravagance and financial ruin, where a simple meal costs more than a pilgrimage to Mecca. So yeah, enough is enough.